168-pound super middleweight division, Bektemir Melikuziev, who trained as a karate. Bektemir in the neon and gray. Gabriel Rosado in the light blue. Did not go the distance with Melikuziev. That was
karate background for Melikuziev, and that has a lot to do with how he became such a devastating body puncher. In karate, the punch is lower, and that training drilled into Beck almost an instinct to aim for the body. When he started fighting in the amateurs, he started knocking guys out with punch. Nearly 50% of his total punches were body shots.
And that's probably the reason he's up, Melikuziev. He fights a little bit square, but it works for him because he has a feet and he's very agile. And he can get those angles.
With some of the biggest names, he knows what to do and when to do it. So Melikuziev will have to figure him out.
Rosado says he loves digging to the numbers. I think it was Saku Powell.
Well in that fight.
Yeah, he beat him.
Rosado said Melikuziev. David Lemieux, as far as his former opponents go, there's a left hand.
I prefer not fighting southpaws, but if you are going to fight a southpaw, you want to fight aggressive southpaws like Melikuziev, who doesn't use those angles of the southpaw really. He's an aggressive, offensive-minded fighter.
Early in this fight?
I think it is, especially when it comes to punch output. I mean, Rosado-Jacobs was a difficult fight to score, so it's tough to victory when you're not landing the clean shots.
Overhand right there from Rosado.
Melikuziev. No, it's the body shots, I think. I think Melikuziev landed too hard the body that caught the attention of Rosado.
And then right, and he takes a knee. First round, Rosado down.
It was the body shot. They still had an effect on Gabriel Rosado.
To the last second to get up. Melikuziev, oh, and the bell rings just in time. It was a body punch.
I don't know how hurt he was, but I think he saw the onslaught coming, did a smart thing, and took a knee.
A lot of fighters refuse to do that, Sergio, so maybe a good recuperate.
It's a veteran move, like you said. But it was I also think it was the body work from Beck to pull. Just like both sides of the body, so there's nowhere to hide. So you can't just keep blocking those shots.
You know, Rosado said and just goes in there and has a brawl. But at this stage, he might have to do with this young Uzbekistani fighter who's already put him down in round one.
That was a great body shot right there. I don't know, Todd. If he gets to a firefight with Melikuziev, he's not going to win that.
Well, he's not winning this.
For his boxing IQ. And he thinks that's a deciding factor here against Melikuziev, the experience and the fight IQ.
Well, Rosado is the type of guy that will go out on his shield down before.
No, that's my whole point. I mean, his biggest fights against Golovkin, Lemieux, Peter Quillen. You know, he got back on that fight and that knockdown as well.
But remember, against Shulecki, Rosado was dropped a couple times, looked down and out, and then he put the Polish bounce back here as the fight moves forward.
Rosado's Achilles heel is the scar tissue. He keeps bleeding, so he not only his face holds up right here, he can come back into this fight and get respect.
Bektemir trying to will Rosado into throwing punches to expose that body again.
Good body shot
to the body. Points it back.
That's another thing that bullies don't like. You know, when Gabriel Rosado fought Peter Quillen, the first half of the fight, Rosado, but the second half of the fight, Rosado walked back the bigger man. So maybe that's something that he should impose here. Walk back the bigger man.
Well, I think if nothing else, you have to test the chin and the body of Melikuziev. He's a decorated man. He's never been punched by anyone that he kind of popped.
So much for the feeling out process.
Sergio, those punches from Melikuziev. Rosado, he's got his guard up, but those punches are getting through.
Round 3 scheduled for 12, but at this pace, now Sergio for Rosado.
Rosado, he's a master of slowing, like he did with Jacobs, and the reason he's like that is because he's so experienced, and he's been there with some big, strong punches, so that definitely knows how to slow down the pace.
Left to the body, Melikuziev stepping in and just firing with all his might. He caught Rosado again.
See, and that's the problem when you're blocking shots by a massive puncher. Whenever you're dealing with a fighter with heavy hands, you want to make him miss completely. You don't want to give him any target to hit, even if it's blocked.
Now, there are a lot of fighters that go to the body as part of an overall strategy. Melikuziev goes to the body.
And you can see how those body shots move Rosado, even when it's
Rosin. Where do you tried to use that word earlier.
Ooh, big shot.
Okay, Rosado just put him flat on his face. It's a King Rosado.
Rosado knocks him out with an arm right. Boom, right there, right on the right side of the jaw, left side. Enemy of Manny Pacquiao and Marquez. Marquez setting him up with that right hand. Melikuziev coming face first. Anytime a fighter falls.
Incredible!
Back the bully gets bullied by Gabriel. Boom, right there, right on the right side of the jaw, left side. Enemy of Manny Pacquiao and Marquez. Marquez setting him up with that right hand. Melikuziev coming face first. Anytime a fighter falls.
For that one special.
Boom, right there, right on the right side of the jaw, left side. Enemy of Manny Pacquiao and Marquez. Marquez setting him up with that right hand. Melikuziev coming face first. Anytime a fighter falls face. Boom, right there, right on the right side of the jaw, left side. Enemy of Manny Pacquiao and Marquez. Marquez setting him up with that right hand. Melikuziev coming face first. Anytime a fighter falls face. Boom, right there, right on the right side of the jaw, left side. Enemy of Manny Pacquiao and Marquez. Marquez setting him up with that right hand. Melikuziev coming face first. Anytime a fighter falls face.
And dropped a bomb.
When it's exciting fights. Unbelievable by King Gabriel. Boom, right there, right on the right side of the jaw, left side. Enemy of Manny Pacquiao and Marquez. Marquez setting him up with that right hand. Melikuziev coming face first. Anytime a fighter falls.
I will bully back, and he erased him in El Paso. 168-pound super middleweight division. Bektemir Melikuziev, who trained as a karate. Boom, right there, right on the right side of the jaw, left side. Enemy of Manny Pacquiao and Marquez. Marquez setting him up with that right hand. Melikuziev coming face first. Anytime a fighter falls face. Boom, right there, right on the right side of the jaw, left side. Enemy of Manny Pacquiao and Marquez. Marquez setting him up with that right hand. Melikuziev coming face first. Anytime a fighter falls face. Boom, right there, right on the right side of the jaw, left side. Enemy of Manny Pacquiao and Marquez. Marquez setting him up with that right hand. Melikuziev coming face first. Anytime a fighter falls face. Boom, right there, right on the right side of the jaw, left side. Enemy of Manny Pacquiao and Marquez. Marquez setting him up with that right hand. Melikuziev coming face first. Anytime a fighter falls face. And dropped a bomb.
When it's exciting fights. Unbelievable by King Gabriel.
168-pound super middleweight division. Bektemir Melikuziev, who trained as a